for another Diva Glitz lifestyle vlog. Yay! So today I've decided to do a vlog straight after the vlog I've just put up. Go and check out my vlog that I've just put out. It's long, but it's worth watching. So I'll put the thumbnail on the screen here as well. I am going to the studio today. So I really like vlogging my time at the studio. And I'm going to try and get my son to give me some footage and then he can send it to me because I only have my phone. Like, you know, I do not like vlogging on cameras because of the time consumption. And people say to me, how is it you don't have time to edit? Because I'm having to deal with a lot within my life. Yes, I've had to go through lots of therapy because of trauma and trauma are words, so look them up if you want to debate that. And when it becomes like this, it is detrimental that you do therapy. So I've had to find a lot of my own therapy. I found a fantastic healer last night on TikTok, and he's a real healer. And I haven't found a healer like it because healers, to me, have been hidden for reasons I understand, which let's not get into the politics because it is politics, why healers have been hidden. So I've been doing my affirmations this morning as well because I've really, like I said on this channel, it's about enlightenment, manifestation. I really should put that on the front of my intro because I do say, no, not enlightenment and awakening. I do say these two words a lot because I have a lot of these epiphanies a lot of the time. So I'm thinking if I should put a wig on today. You know, I'm not prepared because I was meant to do some promo videos for my song, but it's been raining all day long and I was going to put on a wig. I might just put this wig on still, and time is going at the same time. So what I was saying, I'm all over the place, as you can hear. 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. I've got 2 hours and a half. So basically, what I'm saying is, I found a healer, a real healer. I've been searching for so long for a healer, and obviously I have self-doubt within myself. So what I do, I don't truly believe that I'm good enough to bring it forward to people because I want to make sure that they are benefiting from what I am giving. And also because I've been criticized so much of my life, mostly everyone I'm around just criticizes all of the time, and it directs at me. No one ever says, well done for this, well done for that. I very rarely hear that. And then it becomes a projection on me. But what I'm waking up to realize, it has nothing to do with me. It is to do with the other person. And I wish I knew this earlier on in my life and not, basically take on other people's energies, because I basically believe I wouldn't have got ill. But because there was no healers around me, like I believe in Jesus, but they saying that's not Jesus's name, and they're not given the whole truth of Jesus in the Bible because the Bible's been changed, and politics of who wrote it, and it's not my bloodline, and I've got to be connected to my bloodline, but my bloodline had been enslaved, so we don't know our information, and it's just that entanglement. This is why we're in a matrix or a maze, whichever one you're in. I feel sorry for ones that are in the maze because it's hard to get out of the maze. Matrix, I suppose I think the matrix is a more difficult place to get out, but I think it's just the same. So this is what has happened. We've been interweaved and intertangled, and we don't know who we are because we've been stolen, a lot of us. Some want to admit it, some don't, because they want to move on and do whatever they want to do. But I'm about my ancestors as well, my history, you know, present, past and future. And it's very important that I understand it in order for me to heal. So I want all of this overthinking to stop because I never used to have it before I had children. And I know I don't blame my children, but I know it's because of when I had children, it was more responsibilities. I want to make sure that everything's intact for them, but at the same time, overdoing it. Yes. And as a mother, I'm not taught this because I'm not around other mothers, because mothers are not coming together in a community to get each other to understand about mothers. Where are the mother groups? And if they are mother groups, are you actually talking about mothers on how to be mothers? Where are the mothers books? Right? So I think even though my kids are brought up, I think I'm going to have to start actually buying some books. I've got one book somewhere about mothers, because I feel like we're too much into how does the children dress? How does the children maintain? What education? English, maths, all right, fair enough. All that's lovely to have. I'm not saying don't give that to the children, but mothers need to be there for one another. I don't find that very often. Forgive me, competition. That's what I'm finding. My children's better than your children. And this is the type of conversation mothers want to have. No, that's not what being together as mothers is. It's about growing and who's got betterment in their career or their man or their house. And from what I've been around when it comes to being around other mothers, it's just pure competition. And I'm not that type of person that's interested in competition. I'm interested in peaceful empowerment, growth conversations. Yes, I needed a lot of help with my child, but everybody was sticking up for this child, and I brought her to a psychologist, my little daughter, and the psychologist said she had behavioral problems. Okay, so we had to address these behavioral problems. They're still there. The other day she spoke rudely to me. She told me to get out of her room. Just rung, so I'm gonna speak from where I left off. So she told me to get out of her room, and it's just not on, you know. So I really, all these subjects that I want to talk about on here is a lot of different areas. And what I'm finding, which I didn't notice, I think my last video I noticed that I was talking in so much different areas that it is actually topics that I need to actually put into video format. And as I always say, I just don't have the time to do it because I've got, a platform on here, Let's Talk. And, my hair really needs to be, I'll be doing it tomorrow, my hair. So I'll show you what I'm doing to my hair tomorrow because it really needs some TLC, I'm noticing. And I need to get it plaited up. It keeps breaking. I don't understand my hair type. I really wish there was hairdressers here that could get me to understand my hair, but I'll have conversations about my hair tomorrow. So that's what I said. There's so much different subjects when it comes to Diva Glitz lifestyle, and basically I cannot keep up with it. So what I basically want to do is write down all the different areas, which is a lot, and I probably won't be able to keep up because I have so much areas I want to talk about that I'm passionate about. And I'm a life coach, and I had to find my niche. You want to stick to your niche at the same time, but this is called Diva Glitz Lifestyle. So it is relatable to my life. It's relatable to Diva Glitz as well. And Diva Glitz, it will have to be explained more thoroughly that it's reaching out to women to grow her into her higher self. And she may not be performing at her higher level 1. She may not know who she is 2. And 3, she might be the women that are unaware and in denial with themselves. I don't think I can help them because they want to put a blindfold over themselves and they want to continuously keep criticizing other women, and they don't want to grow other women because they're threatened that these other women are somehow going to overtake them. But if those women that are not shining their own life are holding back other women that they think they're greater than, it is very detrimental to women that already are formed into somewhat their greater self. And if they encounter another woman that thinks she's better than another woman because maybe she's got, maybe she feels she's prettier because society has told her that she's prettier. So she thinks her looks is giving her everything she wants. And it's not about looks. It can be about how loving you are. Yes, what type of light you're shining. But the woman with the looks doesn't see beyond her looks. So she doesn't see anything else. And that's not really anything that really can help a woman to grow. Yeah, looks is nice. It looks nice aesthetically. But it's not always everything for everything. There might be someone out there with a different type of look, yeah, that hasn't been promoted. Then she might be a healer. She might be there to help your wounds. Yes, your childhood wounds. She could be there to help your money grow because you need to pay the bills effectively. You need to go and travel. You need to find out who you are in your gifts. She could be that calling for you. And she could be the mother that can help you mother well. I know I could have done with a woman like that, especially. I needed to be around, should I say, mothers that knew how to mother, knew how to speak to her children to get effective results from her children, so her children knew how to love. There's so many mothers out there that haven't been noticed to help other mothers with their children so the family can grow. Yes, together, because I know I needed a lot of help. I didn't have a mother to bring me up because she wasn't taught how to be a mother herself. So I've not met any women that are mothers. They want to go out there and go and work. Yeah. Instead of being a mother, they rather go and work. Yeah. So I don't think I've met a real mother. And even though I've brought up my children, I still want to meet a real mother. My hair is so tangled, I don't even know what to do about it. And when it's tangled, it just breaks off so easily. So these are the subjects that keep coming up for me, for Diva Glitz Lifestyle. And I didn't realise that, I know I talk about my daughter a lot, but I didn't realise that mothers was a part of Diva Glitz as well. Yeah, so this is going to be a new area that I'm going to be forming as well, because it's very important, very important. And woman meeting her partner as well, her husband. I want to say husband. There's a lot of single women out there because they haven't got over their past wounds with the past relationship. Look at this, it's just breaking. I can't take my hair. My hair tangles up like a knot, and it's not good because I don't have to break it off. I think I'm going to be done with curly hair soon enough, I'm thinking of twisting my hair because I can't go on like this with it. I've tried everything in my power to get this hair to behave itself. So it's another area I've got to form. So that's what I said. I always get enlightenment, and it's through the healing that I've been going through. A lot of suppression's been on me. Depression, trauma, and just not being around the right people. People want to try and school me all of the time. I just don't understand why they seem to think that everything's fine. When you look around, this is what I go by, looking around and seeing what's going on, And I'm seeing the same old thing, And then generational in the future, the children end up the same. And I'm going about health as well. No one's looking at their future health. Everyone's living in the moment and no one is really looking at what their future's going to entail as well, because nobody wants to see it because they seem to think today is all it's going to be, and then no, tomorrow is going to be different. So just look about yourself. Diva Glitz Lifestyle is a range of different subjects, different emotions, healing, journey, spiritual journey, awakening, enlightenment, finding your higher self, walking tall, being confident, knowing yourself, building up your skills, and your authentic skill. This is not about you know, finding skills that you think like another person's got because that other person made loads of money from it. Just because they made loads of money from it is not guaranteed that you are. Do you see what I mean? It might not be for you. So you got to find out who is for you. You know, you might want to go and work in a work environment. I don't mind helping people that work. I'm a professional, but I don't mind helping people get more confident in type jobs that they want to do as well. But you have to know you have to be more creative in the work environment. So that's how I teach work, creative work. Yes? See, all this at the back is, and I just combed it out the other day. And it's all knotty again. So anyway, I'm putting a wig on. And I was just speaking to someone very beautiful, but I will speak about this person later on in the future when we get to know each other more. But it's a very magical experience that has happened to me. And I'm very happy about it. And it's a humongous manifestation for me as well. Something that I've always wanted. But like I said, in time I will be able to speak about it as more unravels. But it's just looking fantastic. And you know what happens to my hair as well if I put too much product on it? Because I've got this Nature's Spell cream, and I'm telling you, if I put like it on twice on my hair just feels like it's a scarecrow. I don't think it agrees with my hair, basically. I think it damages my hair, and I thought it was good cream, but it's not to say it's not good cream. It might be good for someone else's hair, but it's not working out in my hair. So I'm going to be doing some repairing at the weekend, because as you can see, I've been on a journey to grow this hair. And I know my hair type always used to grow. Always used to grow. So I've got to find new alternatives. I wanted to twist my hair some time ago. I want to stop doing it curly and just have twists. I think it's raining again. I don't think I'm going to be able to do no videos today. And then I don't think I'm going to have to I don't think I'm going to be able to make it curly, because it's hard for me because my hair is naturally curly. And I'm really fed up of this situation when it comes to my hair. Right, because I just don't know what to do with it. I need hairdressers to help me, you know, and they are pricey, you know. And I need treatments for my hair. And I need my hair to be plaited at times as well. I do not want to have my hair curly 24/7 because my hair texture is so fragile. And I've been noticing it. I've been monitoring my hair all of these years, and it just keeps breaking. Constantly keeps breaking. My hair growing. My hair used to be down here. And I just saw it breaking. So I need someone to look after it continuously. I've been doing it for so much years in my life. So what I'm going to do, I need to be in London. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I live in the country. If I was in London, I would have had lots of help. And again, it's broken again. And I've had enough of going forward and going back. Forward, back, forward, back. Very highly disheartening as well. Highly. Right? And then having and buying all of these products to get my hair on tap. And none of these products work. None of them. So it just goes to show, and I do need to do abrogated type product herbs, but it's just very time consuming doing that all of the time. And I literally do not keep up that maintenance because it is constant maintenance. And if it is for me to do that, this channel would only be about hair. Yeah, and I'm not really interested in just doing a channel about hair. On that note, I have brought a new wig. So I need a wig cap because I have to get ready, and I'm going to do it over here because my phone is charging over here. And I bought this one, so that's what I'm going to put on wigs more time. The winter's here, give my hair a rest. I do have a hairdresser that my daughter's got. My daughter reckons I'm not going to like her, but I don't mind. But I reckon I will like her. I hope she doesn't con me when I'm in the chair, you know, because I want to get my hair in goddess braids again, because that would be helpful. And I want cane ones, but the reason why I haven't done it is because of me. It's nothing to do with, well, it is to do with the hair. I've got to find the right hairdresser as well, but I haven't put plans in place because I was consistently trying to help myself, and I've grown out of it now. Basically, I just cannot be bothered to be doing it myself anymore because I'm not getting the results I want, and it's just hurting me. It's not helping me, and I really want my hair back long and thick. I've got it, my hair's got thinner again, and I'm feeling it's the products that I might be using again, or because I'm not doing my avagated. Sometimes I do my avagated natural care, and I haven't done it for a long time, so I'm going to be doing some tomorrow, so I'll be letting you in. So I'm trying to not do too much of the talking. So I'm wearing this wig. It's a bit thin, but it looks nice. But I'm wearing this today. I just got it, I think 2 days ago, but something just telling me to wear it. I've got these wig caps. I should have bought black. Makes sense. So let me just put this wig cap on. And I've got my clothes ready. It's a bit cold, it's raining again. I will get some video footage, even if it's in the car. I'm going to get something today. And I'm putting a bit of makeup on as well. So let me put this on. Got this spray that I use. And then I let it dry. Put loads on. And just, I'm going to twist my hair at the weekend and just wear wigs. Yeah. Give it that cover. That'll be nice for a couple of months, I believe. And just put wigs on. Gluing my hair all the time, because I don't like the glue on my hair, you know. I do not like that feeling of glue. So I'm just going to be wearing wigs where I don't have to glue them on. Get glueless wigs. But it's a difficult situation, you know. Do you know what I like? I like sew-ins. So I'm going to let that dry. So I'm going to look about this outfit I'm wearing. I'm going to wear the same jeans that I wore at the weekend. Excuse the bed, it's not made up. Where did I put my jeans? I've got to make up this bed, but I'll get there in a minute. It takes 2 minutes. Where did I put my jeans? I thought I had it on the door. Did I put it on this door? Oh, there they are. Just pass them. So I'm wearing these jeans. Ripped ones, they're nice. I love them so much I have to wear them again. Let me make up this bed right now. The day is a bit scatty, chaotic. So I'm going to make up my bed. Because it's good to have a made up bed. Because you know when your bed's made up, you feel more organised, you know? So I didn't plan this video. Normally I plan my videos. I just decided yesterday to do this video. So that's why it's not really in a organised state. Because I'm just coming from deciding from yesterday that I'm going to do this video for you because I'm going to studio, and I just decided, I'm glad that I was spontaneous because I'm never spontaneous. Even going to the studio, I decided last week half-heartedly. So it shows that I'm actually really getting into a better routine with my studio because I was overthinking studio because I wasn't confident with the studio. Wasn't confident being around the people. But now I'm getting more confident. Because at the end of the day, you really have to trust who you're working with. Do you know what I mean? And then I had to go through that understanding of trusting my producer, isn't it? So today, I think this is the top. I'm wearing this top. I don't think this is it. I've got to do a shot in this outfit. And I'm actually going to wear the wig that I'm wearing today. I'm going to wear that with this outfit as well. Is it this one? It must be this one. I did take it out. I thought it was on my bed. But I'm going to have to wear a jumper over it because I want to wear this for... Oh, it's raining again. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get this shot. Look at what it says on it for my video. This is what it is. Enough is enough. No more hurting. Not carrying this burden. Playing these games really got me hurting. And you think that's flirting. So it says on it, enough is enough. No more hurting. Yeah, I'm branding myself. I'm branding my songs. Yeah, enough is enough. So I'm putting this on today with the jeans. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any video footage. Coco, hello. Coco's gone. Coco came in here. Coco knew that I was going to pick her up and give her lots of cuddles and kisses. Coco is so cute. But the only problem I'm having, it's cold out there. So I need like a long sleeve cardigan. And I don't have like a lot of long sleeve open clothes. So this is what I'm going to try and look for now off camera and see what I can find to wear over it so I'm warm. And then I've got to find a coat that I'm wearing as well, and what shoes I'm wearing as well. I haven't planned this outfit at all. I was meant to plan it yesterday, but I had fever and I was sweating and I'm still not 100% now. Really shouldn't be going out, but I've already booked the studio, so I can't get out of it. So it's all missions, you know. And I was going to wear these shoes, but because I'm not, I was going to wear these, but at the same time I don't want my feet to hurt in the studio. So what I'm going to do is bring a pair of trainers with me. So I do think I'm going to wear these boots. So that's sorted out. And now let me look for the cardigan. Actually, oh yeah, I have got a cardigan. I know which one I'm going to wear. Let's go this way. I do know, I did see it yesterday, so I just remembered just now what card I'm going to wear. I'm going to wear this one. I need to buy some more cardigans. So I like this cardigan, so I'm going to wear this. Look, it's got a, what do you call this? A mesh, is it mesh effect? And it's grey, but it's black, grey. It's just going to have to go because I need to keep myself warm. And when I do the video, I will take off the cardigan so you can see in the video. This is a promo video. Enough is enough. So I'm branding myself. I'm branding my songs, and I will be branding Diva Glitz too, and Unity when Unity come through. But we're restructuring and everything. It's just fantastic. Things are looking at. The journey has been difficult. It's not been easy at all. My journey has been difficult most of my life. But one thing I didn't do was give up. I kept the faith. And nobody's been there, really. Not really. Because they can't see it. And even if they did see the vision, I don't know if they really, from their heart, wanted to support the growth of the brand. Yeah? But it's not been an easy journey at all. It's been very, very difficult. But, you know, God kept pushing me through little bits and bobs. I'm still not out of the wilderness, the matrix and the maze. I'm still not out of it. But I have to thank God every day for the little that comes through. Got to be grateful, you know. And I've had to build a lot by myself through dire circumstances. I never believed I'd have to go through such things just to get my music there. And my music's still not where I want it to be because money has been an issue. You know, I'm not going to deny that. And building my lifestyle. No, it's not building. Knowing who I was. That's the question. That's it. Knowing who I was. Yeah, I had to figure that out. As you know, throughout my videos, I had to find my higher self. It's all there on my videos. Yeah, because I didn't even know who I was. I knew from a child I wanted to be a singer. But when you're not around, I don't want to keep going on about this because I'm not blaming anyone. But when you're not around people to mold you, into who you say you want to be, I swear to God, it is awful. Because I know from a young child I'm supposed to at least be singing. Even if I was just singing in a little community hall, I was supposed to be singing. But when you're around people that want what you've got, they want it. You said it, but they're taking it and they're trying to have it. Why do that to people? Don't ever, when someone gives you their dream, be jealous or envious of that person. If it's not the dream that you thought of before that person, fine. If you want to come together and form a group and say, oh, well, I'd be interested in singing as well, having that type of conversation, yeah. But if you're going to come from a competitive place, from a vindictive place, from what someone else is saying, and you want to mash them up and beat them up and snitch on them and lie about them and create a hate campaign around them because you definitely don't want them to have that dream. That's what I'm talking about. But if you want to come together and say hey to that person, oh, I would love to be a singer too. Can we do that together? Can we learn that together? Then yeah, that's the way to go. Yes, don't stop people from dreaming and building their dreams. And if you're around anyone like that, cut them off straight away. Because it's either about you or them. Do you want to win in your dream, or are you going to allow them to put their witchcraft and black magic on you? Because they won't take the time out to form themselves into loving people. Yes? From my own experience, please take my advice on that one. Because I am a bigger age now. I'm 49, going to be 50. And I'm still going to the studio. And people want to laugh at me still to this day because of my age. And they want to laugh at my videos. And they want to tell me that I'm old. But I know my dream from a child. So why should I give up? Because of my age. Yeah? Because then people are still being nasty. And now they're being nasty because of my age. I don't give a damn. Yeah, because I've heard it all. But what I rather is not be around these type of people. Now it's about age, and I'm going to be hearing that for the rest of my life now. Oh, you're 40, oh, you're 55, oh, you're 60. Because I will not ever stop music, no matter my age. I don't care if I'm 70, 80, 90, 100. I will always be doing music. Because I'm going to bring the message forward that music is ageless, because there's so many people out there now, is a new story, that have given up on their dreams because of their age. And music is life. It's ridiculous, this life we live in. Stop listening to the haters. So now, and then they don't think they're being hateful. That's another thing that get on my nerve. And I say to myself, what is it your business why I'm doing what I'm doing? Why is it your business? Why are you in my business for? Go and sort out your own business. And I bet you those people won't be able to face themselves because they're filled with so much negativity. Do you understand? But they want to go around putting their negativity on other, because they're too busy watching other people. That means their nose is long. But that's Pinocchio, isn't it? Right? And I don't mean Pinocchio. Sometimes when a nose is long, that's nosy. Yes? People are not supposed to be nosy. If you're prying into people, like I might ask people about themselves, yes? But I'm looking at their good sides. And if it's a negative side, I'm trying to take that away from that person and see what that negativity can grow into, because it probably can grow into something positive. Yeah. So when I'm probing into people's life, they will grow. They will grow into something fantastic. But one thing I'm going to stop doing is helping people that are negative. I've been going through it all my life. And I say to God, steer away, because I've been starting to meet positive people for the first time. I have not had the opportunity to meet. When I mean positive, I mean sitting down, having a conversation, a whole conversation where no one's skitzing out, where no one's getting angry, where no one's being snidey, where no one's being jealous, where no one's being envious, where no one's being competitive. And I mean a whole day and a whole conversation where no one's getting moody, where no one's screwing up their face, where no one's thinking anything negative, where no one's trying to lower people's potential. And it's continuous. This is what I see, and this is what I've been around, and this is what I'm having to project, and I don't want no part of it. Yeah. And I don't want to talk about it, but I understand the difference because I've met my match now. I've met my match. So I know what I'm talking about. But it's taken so many years for me to meet someone identical to myself, for me to know that I was always telling the truth. You know, and I had to stick to the truth. So what I'm saying is I'm a dream builder as well. I help people build their dream. I've got programs that I've put in play, but I have to build my web page, which is something I'll talk about maybe in this video or another video, because I'm talking too much again on this video. But you know, it's taken far too long for me to get to this place. It shouldn't have taken this amount of time. Yeah, but sometimes people just need to be quiet. Yeah. If you can't help people grow, because this is the life we're supposed to live in, we're supposed to help people grow. That's all we're supposed to really be doing in this life, right? Love is growth. Looking at how we grow one another. Everyone in the room is supposed to be growing each other. Yes? If you don't want to grow anyone, stay away. And go among the people that you are like. Because if you're coming in the room and your intentions are just for me, yeah? And you're looking about everyone growing you and you don't want to help no one, not even to pick up a pen to write happiness, yes? For everyone to hear it. Then you especially go among people just like you. And when you're around people just like you, then you're going to learn. But when you're around goodness and you can't accept and love the goodness that you're around, and you want to deceive these people for them to pick you up because you got that mindset and only pick you up, but you want to come and bring venom to the good people. What kind of madness is that? And I've met far too many people like that. That's why I know what I'm talking about. Yes? Be careful of the people that are mind controlling you. Yes? They're very good at it. Very, very, very good at it. And the way they speak as well. And for me, I rather not be around it at all. But you don't even know they're going to do it because they're very cunning, these people. So I'm here to help people grow and keep them away from the people that have held back their power and held back their true potential. Because if we weren't around these type of people, imagine the type of world we would live in. We truly would have God's world. And if you ever know what God's had for us, if you ever know, those very same people playing those stupid little trick never, ever, ever would have. Because it's so glorious. God has shown me so much. It's so beautiful. It's unbelievable in what we are really supposed to have in this world. We don't even have a little bit of what we're supposed to have. Because those people too busy trying to put the enemy in people. Playing that stupid game of putting nastiness instead of goodness. We are supposed to make each other flourish. It makes perfect sense to me. So anyway, let me get on and get dressed. It's 3:30. It makes perfect sense. Be good. When you're good to people, yeah, you're going to see miracles. Don't think if you're giving. If you're giving to the negative ones, that's where the illusion is a bugger, because you won't receive back your goodness because they formed them into something. I know what's happened, but I don't want to go into detail. But it's very unfortunate that this game has been played, and it's a very cunning game, and I know where it's come from. Yeah, but it's like people have been conditioned to choose good or bad, God or the devil or Satan or whoever you want to call it, and people have been given the choice, and then they've made out that Satan's more powerful. Yes? So God, and made out God to be weak. And God takes people life. In the Bible, God takes people life. God's never taken not even one person's life. Why would God give it and then God take it away? That means God's confused, isn't it? Yeah? So don't believe all those lies either. Right? So it's a very vicious game that has been played, and it's an illusion that people don't want to see. Because if you said to yourself, I want to be treated good, but I'm not going to treat that person good in front of me. God has made it, love thy neighbor. You have to love that. Meaning, when you love thy neighbor, you love yourself. But so much people think they're so smart that they're going to make sure they don't love the person in front of them. You cannot love yourself when you don't love the person in front of you. That's how God made it. God is very clever. Yes? So if you cannot love another, and that goes for everyone, you have to love each other, you're never going to be loving yourself. Never. Never. Yes? So that's why you have to place yourself around people that love, or on at least on a walk of finding out what it is like to love. I've got my self-love planner. I've got to change the front cover. I'll tell you why I'm going to change the front cover in another video, and I will get around to that as well. And because there's a story, a real life story behind it. I'm teach people how to love themselves with my self-love planner. Yes. And I recommend you go and buy my self-love planner, and I will try my best. There's so much I need to do around this self-love planner as well, workshops, etc. But it's just I do not have the growth from this self-love planner to input in this self-love planner to give back to you more. So all I can do is suggest it on my videos. Go and buy the self-love planner so you can work on your self-love, so you know how to love yourself, in order for you to have a reflection to know how to love another. Do you understand? And I need to do more work on my self-love. I'm still a work in progression because I still have hindrances and qualms when I'm around certain people, because I'm on a journey of healing and I hear negative from others more than positive, because I hear the same old thing. Yes, and it's affected my inner world. It's affected my health, because I've been around far too much negative people, because they formed themselves into that. And I've had to bring the light to these people. And yes, they've woken up, but at the same time, they've disintegrated me. Right? So the environment I was not supposed to be in, I was placed there through being set up, and I couldn't get out of this environment. Yes. So it's been very, very bad for me that I got set up like this. But the people I got set up around didn't even know themselves. They didn't know who they were. Okay. So people that bring them the light cannot be around too much people that don't know themselves, because these people think they know you more than you know themselves, and then you know yourself, and then they think they know more than you. That's even the worst of it. Do you understand? Right? So please, light bearers I'm talking to, place yourself far from these people and give to them from afar. Yes? So that means you have to put your products together, create your services, create your businesses, go online, create your media, your books, your digital products if you have to, your programs, invent, produce. We are innovators, we are designers, we are graphic designers, we are inventors. There is so much that hasn't been built in this world. I can't even explain to you, because I read, who did I read? I'll have to find the books as well, where he talks about a lot of what God really was looking to build and to evolve people. People have to be evolved into who they are. Yeah, but I can't be bothered with the ones that want to keep attacking while you're trying to help them see the light. Yeah. Those type of people I cannot support. Those type of people I cannot be around. And every time these people want to come my way, no more. I do not help those type of people. Yeah, because you're hurting my soul. Yeah, you're hurting my health. You're putting a war energy on my body where it's disintegrating. Yeah, I shouldn't be disintegrating if I'm growing. Those people don't understand they're growing. They think they're being controlled. Who can help them? So don't try and help these type of people. Anyone out there trying to help these type of people, you're not going to come out okay. You won't. Yeah, so see the sign. If they're gonna attack and get grumpy, see the sign, give them one chance. Yes, don't give them 3, 4, 5 chances, because they have to help themselves. Yes, because if they don't know that their mood swings are hurting you, then there's nothing you can do, and they need specialist help from therapists. And they're going to have to look and look and look and look for the right therapist, because hopefully they're not going to be rude to that therapist, because that therapist should have some type of protection around them, isn't it? Yeah, so don't try and help the moody, negative ones that are always putting you down, are always asking you questions about what you've made, what you've done. You know, if they've never got anything positive to say about you, if they're bossy, if they think they know more than you, be very careful of these people if they're not ready to discuss, you know, situations and communicate effectively and highly and purely and kindly. Yes, be very careful of these people. Okay, I've got to say is as well, well, Coco's fine. If they're not observant, you have to think of yourself. I can't remember what I was going to say. You have to think of yourself. Yeah, in this day and time, you have to think of yourself, because these people have got away with a lot. And I truly believe, I know these are the people that have held back this world, and it runs that deep. It runs that deep, right? So watch yourself, watch your growth, watch your focus. Yeah, focus is very important. Know your will. Look at your will. Your will is your focus. You got to keep focus. Yeah, I lost a lot of my focus. Lost a lot of my powers, because I didn't know what I was around. Because we are powerful human beings. We are powerful. Okay? But if we are not around the powerful ones that want to act like they're in charge, and that's what gets on my nerves as well. They think they're in charge. They're disillusioned within themselves. They're not, they don't believe that they have to do anything for themselves. They think they're fine the way they are. Yes? And one thing I know in this life, this is the last thing I'm saying, every one of us will be growing forever. Yes, so there's no one out there that is done and complete within themselves, because God put us on this earth to grow. There's more for us to have. God's not going to make life boring and you're in the same old cycle every day, mundane life, running around on a hamster wheel. No, God made this world very exciting. So it's now time for people to wake up and start getting a bit more happier within themselves. Yeah, but only you can do it. Like 19 Key says, I will talk about 19 Key because he is my thought leader. Yeah, I believe in that man very much. So he's my thought leader. You can only save yourself. Yes, we're in that time where we have to save ourselves, because too much people working brain on people. Yeah, not doing the best for others, not thinking the best. Thoughts attract. Yeah, so those thoughts germinate around in the room. Once they've left here, they go and circle around in the room and go to the person that you're thinking about. Yeah, so I'd rather not create like that. I'd rather create positivity. So let's think good about one another, because that's love. You might as well love one another so we can get to great places together. After that long speech, I am going to get dressed, off camera obviously. And then I'm going to put this wig on. I've got an hour and a half. I haven't even eaten. It's dark in here, but it's okay. Yeah, it's better there. And then I'm going to practice if I got time. I haven't even practiced my. I'm probably gonna have to go back to the studio to do this song again, because I haven't been putting my best foot forward, because I've been arranging some stuff with a beautiful person. I'm so happy about this situation, and we have to do some more before I can talk about this person and what's happening. But it's a work in progression. But I am now starting to meet beautiful people that I'm one with. First time ever in my whole life. First time ever. It's a humongous breakthrough. humongous for me, because I've been seeking and searching for my mirror image all my life, from the time I could understand. So it's a very fantastic, humongous breakthrough, and I thank God so much for it. So I've put on, I just want to show you the top. I still, like I said, I keep talking about this weight. I know you're probably fed up with me talking about this weight, but the reason why this weight's not done is because I've not put my best foot forward with my exercising, and I've been suffering a lot of trauma as well. So my weight goes up and down nowadays. I don't want to have a long type conversation with you, because I always feel like I'm trying to justify myself and explain myself on my video, because I don't want people to think I'm some type of liar. Yeah, but I have been having problems with my pelvis, and I've got all my tools around me, but I have to do so much different areas, probably about 15 to 20 different things to build something. That's why I said it's been hard, and I've not let anyone in. So it's affected my body, which I've neglected my body. Now I do exercise every day, but like with my hair, I've not been seeing the results. But again, I've been awakened to all these things again, because I've met like somebody that is basically putting a lot of love on me. Yes, this is what I needed, and I've got my self-love planner as well, which I do, and that has led to this humongous manifestation that I've had. So this top it fits me, but all my clothes are not fitting the way I would like. I'm grateful, because I've got to be grateful that I've got arms and legs, yes, and a body, and I've got to be grateful for the fact that I've put on this weight gain, because now I can help women that have had weight gain and they want to lose it. So I've experienced what it's like to be fluctuating between weight. 1 minute I'm skinny, next minute I've put on weight. Yes, so because I'm not 100% focused on training, and right now I cannot train because I gave up smoking. This is what happened. I was a smoker, and it was so hard for me to give up the smoking. So, and when I mean it's difficult, because it's a psychological attack all of the time, smoking. It's coming out of my body, and it must be about a good 9-10 months where I've completely stopped, where all the addictions have gone, because I was back forth. I stopped, then the addiction will come back strong, or I get stressed out, then I run back and get cigarettes again. So I've given up. I used to smoke cannabis about 10 years ago now. So I understand all of these things, but the detoxing, oh my God, I didn't know the detoxing was this bad. Yeah. And literally all of this stuff is coming out of me, the nicotine, whatever it is, because I smoked since I was 16, and I'm on the bed, sweating. Some days I can't get up because all of this is coming out of me. And people might think that it's something else that's wrong with them, but it's literally all of the filth coming out, and my body feels weak. Oh my God. So when I'm exercising, sometimes I feel like all my energy is depleted. I feel like I'm going to drop on the floor. So nobody really knows what people are going through unless they speak about it. And I haven't really spoken about it. And I've not really spoken about the fact that I smoked either, because I hadn't successfully given it up. Yes. And I ended up smoking when I was younger due to peer pressure at school, peer pressure. So it's a lot to do with mind control as well. I don't want to continuously blame other people because I picked it up, but you got to be careful when people mind control, because this person at school adamantly was image me. This is why I know about other people that image bad for you. It works. Yeah. When they image bad for you and they're in front of you imaging, you have to be very careful of people like this, because it happened to me. It's happened to me so many times. Yes, when you are not steadfast in your own image and in your own growth. Because when I was at school, there was many things I wanted to do, and due to racism, it got blocked. It always got blocked, right? And I remember this person continuously racist as well, and I had to be among this type of environment. My parents did not protect me. My grandparents did not protect me. Yeah, put me in an environment where it was bare racism. Yeah, this is when I was young. I'm 49 now. And this person adamantly said, I'm going to make sure you smoke. And I remember I kept saying, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. mind control. I ended up smoking because this person put stress inside of me, but I didn't know that stressful feeling at the time when I was younger. Because when you feel stress, it is such a horrible feeling. It's like a static feeling inside. And I understand that feeling. It decays the body. When someone's imaging bad, when you're around a bad environment, yes, it will deplete you. Yeah, so much people want to deny this when I'm speaking to them about it. But I said, hey up, yeah, good luck to all of you. If you want to deny it, goodbye. I'm not interested because I know what it done to me. Yes, so this is what I'm saying. Be careful of the words you're around. Yes, I listen to speakers every single day. We've got plenty of speakers now on YouTube, thank God. I listen to them every single day. Words are very important. And I hope people start upgrading themselves soon enough and start becoming enlightened and aware of what really is going on to them. Yeah, and love yourself enough to speak good words. And if you have to train yourself, I'm having to train myself every single day. I am not perfect. Even with my daughter, I say this all of the time. My daughter has to upgrade her words, or I have to tell her off. That's not good. I need to speak goodness because she's left clothes around the but I was not trained to know how to speak to my child, and then I have to go back and speak to her. But now we're doing meetings. There's some beautiful things coming through where I'm learning, but it's taken too long for me to learn. So I'm not sitting on this camera saying I'm perfect, yeah? But I have to undo a lot that what shouldn't have been there because of how I've been brought up, okay? So I do need to tell you authentically truths about that. I ended up smoking, basically, and it continued because something was formed inside of me. This feeling of feeling you need to smoke is actually stress you're feeling. Yeah, so you have to understand that you're covering up the problem. When you're smoking, you're breathing up. Yeah, so when you do breath work without the cigarette, you will feel calmer. So that's the illusion of the cigarette. Yeah, so when you've given away, because it's the outside illusion that you want to pick up something when you're feeling pain or you're feeling stress, because I'm telling you, I will talk about this when it comes to these cigarettes. It is such a nightmare for what I've been through. But I had to keep monitoring myself and realizing that I kept getting this panic attacks. That's what it's called, panic attack, because I got pulled down far too much by a certain environment. So I ended up getting panic attack, and I ended up getting palpitations in my chest, and it was awful, right? So I had to keep monitoring myself to figure out what the hell is going on. And then I kept running and getting cigarettes to try and stop this feeling. And it would stop the feeling, but on the same time, the cigarettes was damaging my chest. So it was Sod's law, because I needed to know how to be calm, because there was a condition in me from a child, from what I went through as a child, because everybody was just stressing this person out inwardly. Yes. So stress actually formed inside, and then it ends up getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So no cigarette's going to help you. No drink's going to help you. You have to do some type of healing techniques. I found a healer on TikTok. I hope you find him as well. He's a true healer. Listened to his music last night. He was talking. He knew exactly what to say. I've been searching for the right people for years, but they've all been blocked. Now they're coming out. Yes? So we're in a much better place today, but in my past, trying to find these healers, nobody wants them to be seen. Why? Because other people were saying, here, we've got something for you. That is not helping you. Not helping. It's not helped many of us. So today, Coco, what are you doing? Coco? So today, being aligned at long last with the rightful people. It's taken my life far too long. Then I wouldn't have gotten well. I know that for sure. And I certainly would have never picked up a cigarette if I was around the right type of people. Let me see what Coco's doing. Coco, what are you doing? Where are you? I can't even see. Oh, there you are. You're playing with your toy. Oh, she's playing with her toy. She's playing with her toy. So, yeah. So like I said, be careful of the words people are speaking over you. All right? And I'm not 100% mindful of what I'm saying 24/7, But like I said, it's about focus and enlightenment. And sometimes when you've got far too many things to do, it does get overwhelming and it gets chaotic. And these are the things I'm starting to realise. Sometimes I can be in a chaotic state because I've taken on far too much. Yeah. And it happens. It just happens. You know, we're all human. Yes, but we are in a time where we need to be aware of what we're speaking over ourselves, because words can be, you can put curses on yourself with your words. I'm just trying this cardigan on, and I believe I've done it to myself. I have done it to myself. Yeah, I've done it to my children as well, because I'm not taught how to speak properly. I'm learning a lot of words now. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm perfect, because I'm not. Yeah, but be careful not to be around people that are intentionally doing it to you. They don't have your best wishes at heart. They need to go and train themselves. I like this cardigan, I like it, lovely. They need to train themselves and their words. Because what happens to me and my daughter as well, which she's young, but she needs to learn. I said to her she needs to learn 10 new words a day. Nice ones, but she hasn't put the time in. I have tried my best with her to teach her. So while I'm in the situation, where I'm in an environment where it's still negative. I've not been able to live my life because the daughter won't walk my path. So, I mean, I could just literally be, saying nice words over her all of the time for her to be picked up. But sometimes, no, it's not sometimes. I've been wounded, and my inner child is wounded. So I ended up getting triggered. That's what happened with her. That's the truth of it. So I was on a path of healing as well. And I couldn't understand what was happening to me and why I kept lashing out when she was saying nasty things to me. And she couldn't understand it either. So we're in a space where we do meetings every day. Well, we try and do it every day now. Diva Glitz meetings. So I can show her how to speak better over herself. And then when she speaks better over herself, then she'll speak better over me. Because I spoke to her the other day why she told me to get out of her room. The way she said, get out of my room. She was like that. And I told her, and it stresses me out. I know it stresses out my body. And then I said, she fell asleep, and I said, oh, she must have been tired. Because she's been busy all week, but she's not able to express herself. She's not able to communicate. If I'm tired, I would tell her I'm tired. But I know at the time when I was very stressed out, but I was going through some things with some people at the time. So I can't talk about it. They really put me through some stuff really badly. And it was venom. I was around, a lot of venom. So I understand that I was not myself at all, you know. And I knew it wasn't my character, but I was in such a stressful situation. You know, having to look after kids by myself. It was awful. Not hard, no money, trying to pick up my career, you know. And it's something I don't really talk about. So I was lashing out a lot. Stress is a terrible thing to go through. And there's no one around that helps. They're making it worse and making you out to be the worst person on the earth. You know, there's no support for mothers out there, I notice. Right? There needs to be places where a woman can go without being judged when she's stressed out. Because stress leads to mental problems. Yeah? And a lot of people don't understand mental problems. All right? And people observe and see. Yes, it's not easy being around someone that's continuously rude, yeah, and screaming and shouting all the time. But there needs to be some type of support groups out there in order for, you know, these people to be helped. Not ridicule. Don't ridicule them. Don't call them mentally ill because they're stressed out and they can't afford to look after the children. You know, how is that going to solve solution? And it hasn't solved. What has happened now is we have more child abuse cases than not, don't we? We have loads of child abuse cases. Why? Because the parents have been ridiculed. And now it's gone and been circled around, that the woman, she shouts at the child, to the child abuser. In actual fact, she's stressed. And then if you can get to the stress quickly, then it's fantastic. But most of the time, the stress is not got to at all because people are too busy putting down the persons that stress. And I'm talking about the professionals here, right? And then you've got people that love to judge because they think they're so much more better than you, you know. I understand why my mother was the way she was, yeah. When I was growing up, even though I went through what I went through, I always loved her, right? But when I ended up having my children, I ended up getting very stressed out, okay? Like really badly, like to the point where I ended up hearing voices. That's how bad it got. Right? But people put it down to, oh, you're mentally ill. You've got this, you've got that. So they put more witchcraft on me, innit? Right? Nobody understood the fact that you've got these children, you have to look after them. And the person that felt they could assess me was the person that never looked after me. And that was the father. So how can you tell me that I've got mental problem when you walked out on me and my mum? You can't tell me that I'm ill. You're the one that's ill because you walked out on us all those years ago. So this man assessed what was in him. So that's why I say you be careful of people that are going through things and they believe that they're not going through nothing at all. You know, because they project onto you who they are. Yes, there's plenty of people out there seeing through their eyes and then they're thinking it's the person in front of them. Do you understand? So that's why I try my best not to be negative. And then I'm trying to figure out why me and my daughter's relationship is the way it is. But she told me the other day, if she can't be positive because her friends will think that she's an idiot. But I said to her, I've told her so much time I cannot be around negativity, but she's not hearing. And I've told her why as well, but she's not hearing it. Let me look at a mirror for this because it might not be in the right place. It's a hard one. I talk about this a lot because I want people to understand because I don't really have the time to explain on my Let's Talk. And I don't really want, I never ever wanted to talk like this, never. I always wanted to speak eloquently. So the way I've been speaking, the way I've wanted to live, I've been held back because I'm having to sacrifice myself to explain all of this because I believe it's very important for people to understand because it's like a matrix, it's a manipulation, that's what it's called. So someone speaks over you, say they say something nasty, then you have to tell them don't do that. Then they come back and still attack because that's what is in them. They've got war in them. They're warring with themselves. But they found a way, through their words this is to war with other people. And in the Bible, because I don't often speak Christian, but there is positive in the Bible as well. It's not all bad. Yeah, it says that words are like a two-edged sword. Yeah, so that goes to show you how decaying words can be if they're like a sword. Okay, and that's serious. And then you get the people I've spoken like this, and then they would go around doing it to people. Yeah, But what I want people to intentionally, because they think, yeah, I can hurt them, because you got people that just generally just want to hurt people, and they get a kick out of it. But they will decay themselves. It can't, before it gets to the other person, it gets to them first. Yes? That's why if I get triggered by my daughter, I'm hurting myself first. It's like Beyonce's song, You Hurt Yourself. Listen to that song. You know, you're hurting yourself. Even though you feel like you've hurt me, you hurt yourself first. And it is very, very true. Right? And this is what I want people that feel like they're positive and got it all together and perfect to know. You're not hurt. You are hurting the person in front of you, but you're hurting yourself first. Everyone's getting hurt. Right? So I'm fully aware that I've hurt myself when I've spoken to my daughter a certain way, but I still got to train her to speak positively, because she wasn't brought up in an environment that was positive fully, because there was people around that were all negative. Most of the people around, what is this now, was negative. Is this not come down? Oh my gosh, I just realised this wig, let me get my mirror. Negative, and I was a very quiet person, very, very quiet. I never used to talk back to people, never. And then it just got to a point, because these people were trying to control me, and then even with my daughter's dad, they just use me, out to use me, just want what they want. Like slave mentality people. And just out planning and plotting behind your back. And I always remember being very quiet. And then people just take, what is this? What's happened here? My niceness for weakness. And it just got to the point where the stress got too much. And you know, I don't know if these people are aware of what they do, because I'm not that type of person to, you know, be unkind to people. But I had to start speaking up. But it doesn't work even when you speak back, because you're ending up the same as them. So what they've done, form me into them. That's what's happened, because they've put their image on me. That's what happened. But I had to learn all of what I'm speaking about here and now. And I ended up in a very bad situation where I ended up hearing voices, because far too many people were using me, my kindness, my richness, taking my richness from me, what I grew, my gifts. So if you're around people, say if you're around someone's rich and they got millions of pounds, they can help you very much. I might have not had millions of pounds, but my character was rich. And that character that I had lifts people. So this is what they were coming to take. They didn't want to grow themselves. You know, they're coming to steal. I call them stealers. They're stealing what I didn't even know I had. You know? And it took a long time, because obviously it happened from when I was a child. So if people are trying to suppress you and put you down and put down your talents from young, how are you going to know yourself? You're not. And this is why I didn't know myself. I didn't know my greatness. So this is why I'm here. I'm able to help a lot of people, but I will not help those deceivers. They're very good at it. I've been deceived in so many ways. I will not talk fully about the brunt of it, but it has been very, very bad for me. Very, very bad. I wouldn't wish anyone to go through anything bad. And it's shocking. Well, it's not. It shouldn't be shocking. This is not a cap. This cap is not good. It's shocking for me that I went through it. But when we know that a lot of people are not alive today because of negative people, it's not so shocking. This wig is no good, because it won't even fit on my head properly. So I'm lucky that I'm alive, I suppose, isn't it? Because many of us didn't survive from negativity. This wicked cap is very small. Anyway, I just got to leave it like that. I'm sure people can't see, but I'm not impressed with this wig. Maybe I've done it too tight at the back, I don't know. So this is why I talk about negative. If people are not aware of it, fine. But if they're, I don't know. People, I don't even want to make up excuses if they're not aware of it. You know, because when I get upset, sometimes I just go off at the child. But I put it like this, because I'm going back to my child as an example. I put it like this. If I've told you so many times to be positive, why am I still going through this with you? With my own child? She should know better by now. And I stand up and I look at her and I think to myself, why do you have to be like this to me? When I've asked you so very kindly to be kind. And I've told you what it does to people when you're not kind. So why are you showing me the opposite of God all of the time? And this is within my child. And it's very, very sad to me that I'm going through this with her. I love her to bits. But don't be wicked. Especially as I've tried my best to show you the right way. Do you see what I mean? So a mother can go through this with her children too. So it's not always the mother's fault. You know, and I couldn't give her up. So I had to keep putting up with being put down by this child because she chose that path. So I know it happens with the children too, and I'm still training her and sitting down with her this time and giving her the tools in front of her so she changes, because I do not want her going out there disintegrating others, because she's doing it to herself first and foremost. But I think she should have loved enough to not do it to me. You know, because this house is full of positivity for her to take it on. But she feels like her friends, they're negative. And they speak negative. Or her leaders. And it's a shame that she didn't want to pick up her mum's ways. And this is what we have to put up with. We have to put up with issues that other people put on your family members or your children. And it's their issues. It's these kids' issues. She's full of their friends. They got issues, but she don't believe me. Where's my glue? I had glue. She doesn't believe me. She has no trust and faith in what her mum is saying. And then she's manipulating me when I tell her off because she's triggered me and says, look now. But I said, Jade, I got like this because you've been speaking down to me. And I was not strong enough to keep myself positive because she hurt me because of my childhood wounds. So I hope all of this makes sense, because I've had a real long... Oh my gosh, this wig is crap. It's not sticking down. And then I don't know what to do about it. I thought this wig would be good enough. And it's not. It looks nice. But the cap is not. It's crap. This is the problem we're having, you know. And it's not trained in school. They don't train them to speak anyway. And you're not allowed to talk about the school because then they want to shut you down and make out you being nasty to them. You can't talk about certain organisations because I said, what are you trying to do? I know what you all are trying to do to the children. Turn them against the parents. So you get some parents that are agreeable to being negative because they think it's fashion, because it's everywhere. And then you get... Right, it's not going to work, I've got to leave it. And then you get the parents that want to be positive. And then when they are negative, because everyone's being negative, and they do turn into the negative people sometimes, get put down not for the positive. I mean, they get put down for when they turn negative and tell the person off to stop. You have to go into that negative person as well. But where I'm getting at now, which I should have known because it's my child, and it's constant with her, is never a time when she wasn't negative. She thinks it's cool. It's very, very hard. It's very, very sad what has happened. Coco, what are you doing there? Look at her. She's good at manipulating me. She was very good at manipulating me. She even done it yesterday. And I said to her, listen, Jade, and I don't want to have these conversations with her either. This is the thing. Yeah, I like to have positive conversation. And I just came off the phone with someone so positive as well. And I said, you're not going to fool me. Because I was being positive to her. And then I told her, and I questioned her why she was like that. And she just stone cold. And I said, I want an apology. And she didn't want to give an apology. She went to sleep. When she woke back up, because I said, you behave yourself, because this is what I have to do all the time. When she woke back up, she was back to her normal, kind self. And then she said, I said, I want an apology. Oh, I can't remember. And she's a good actress. She goes, I can't remember what I was like. I can't remember. Because she didn't want to say sorry. That's all. She didn't want to say sorry. But one thing I know I'm going to do, I'm going to put love into that child. If it's the last thing I do. Because I'm beginning to understand. It's taken too long to understand her. Because I was easily brainwashed by people. Because they're very good at manipulation. She was very good at it. And that's what the problem was. It is called manipulation. She's learnt a language that she shouldn't have learnt. And I wasn't very good at undoing the truth because I knew within myself that I always want to be positive. And when I became negative in the conversation, it lowered my vibration. And I had lowered my standards, basically. And I didn't want to lower my standards to anyone. I just want to speak positively. That's all I've ever wanted all my life. But when I have to tell and reprimand that person, I don't want to do that. Do you see what I mean? So look at it now. Where I could have kept my power is that I needed to know how to speak positively at all times. And then, because I'm the parent, I have to take full accountability of how I'm speaking to this child. When we're talking, we're trained to tell the child off. Yes? The child will reflect back that you're telling me off because they think they're in charge. And they're in charge of the situation. It's a win-pull situation if you do personal, interpersonal skills. She's always winning. She's always trying to find a way to win. Yes? Because she's the child. And the system or whoever has said she's in charge and parents are not allowed to do such and such and such. Yes? So if you're telling off a child, they are going to reflect and become the same. But literally, I wasn't trained to understand. She's being rude to me. But what the system is saying, she's in the right. She's allowed to be rude. And if the parents rude back, that's called child abuse. Yes? So I wasn't trained to speak. What I'm hearing from these speakers, they weren't around when I was growing up, these speakers. So how the hell am I supposed to know how to talk? Never going to know that. And that goes to all my caregivers as well. They were never going to know how to speak to me. But when I was hearing them, but I was a quiet child, so that's why I speak the way I speak. Because I never used to speak back. I never used to talk. So they were in the wrong. But so they were talking to me and putting me down, even though I never talked. And literally, I didn't speak properly until I was about 21. Right? So I'm having this conversation with you all. Try your best. When it comes to children, sometimes the best thing to do is just stay quiet. And we love them. The reason why I speak to my daughter so much is because I want her to have the best life possible. So I end up training her. But I know, like my granddad growing up, he would tell us off a little bit. But we never understood why he was telling us off. But he was just unhappy with his life, full stop. And I know why. But sometimes it's best to just be peaceful, or go and put on some affirmation. Get your child to listen to some affirmations. I'm just hands-on with my child, and I tell her, do not speak to me in that tone of voice. But what is happening is I'm stressing myself out all of the time. And I haven't loved myself enough to stop doing that. Because she's continuously every day being rude, or she never listens. Put your bag, literally, I'm giving examples while I'm talking about my daughter, because I talk about her a lot. Put your bag in this particular place. I tell her every day she puts it in a place where she knows she's not supposed to. Every day. So she doesn't listen to anything I say. Nothing. So why would somebody you continuously ask, please, 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 because it's affecting me, it's affecting... If someone say it's affecting me, I'd listen to them, you know. To a certain point, if you're taking the PIS with me listening to you, then I'm not going to listen to you so much. But if someone's continuously not showing kindness to you, to make sure that they bring down your stress levels, there's definitely something wrong with that person. So I know there's definitely something wrong with my little girl. Yeah? No matter how many people want to blame me, and then people want to use what I tell them about my daughter as a weapon. And then they use this information, what you image is what you become. And they're saying it's come from me. I've done it because I've told them about themselves and their past. But I'm not perfect, yeah, but I know it hasn't started with me. I know it started with her and how she really wants to be. And I feel like she might have manipulated my information as well. So you have to be careful of those type of people as well. They will try and bring you into a confused state of mind. Yes? When you say positive, or you want to be positive, yeah? If you say anything negative, that's the only thing they will bring up. They will never bring up your goodness. Never. And this is what my daughter has formed herself into too. And everyone's talking negative. So what is going to be? Everyone's steering in on negative. This is why I've got ill. I'm telling the truth on here. If everyone's focusing on negative, then you're getting me to focus on negative. That's their mindset. Yes? So I know I love my daughter. I have to steer away from her, but it's gone on for too many years. It's come from, I know where it's come from. It's come from the people I was around. Yes? Someone tried to get her to focus on them. They took my babies from me when I was younger. I haven't spoken about it. Yes? So she's picked up their way. She thinks they're greater than me. She's not followed my path. Okay? But like I said, I've not been perfect at the same time. But I know if I go back in my life, I more than likely would have been by myself for the rest of my life. And I wouldn't have had no children up until this point. I've now met somebody that is beautiful. Right? Up until this point, I'm 49. Right? And I wouldn't have had no children. So I've looked at my whole life, and literally every single person I've been around don't know how to speak nicely. Right? So you will be on this journey, this treadmill to try and get somewhere, but you have to input in yourself. You have to save yourself. There's the last thing I'm going to say, because I've been speaking for ages, because I don't really think I've given the time out to really explain what I'm explaining about and why I speak about negative people and being very careful of them. Yeah, because they have to input in themselves. They have to work on themselves. But they are in denial, and they found a way to mind control people and deceive people, because I have been lured in by them, and I ended up very, very ill because of it. Very ill, right? And I'm still trying to repair myself from the situation, and my daughter has been lured in by them. And I'm hoping the light will shine with me and her. But it is been a humongously hard and long, awful journey. Yeah? Because the way I saw that me and my children were supposed to be, I was not able to focus on it the way I wanted to. Right? Look how nice this wig is. It's The cap is very small, but the wig is actually not. So I will talk about this more, and we will be delving into beautiful words. Yes, I'm setting up my coaching one-on-ones. Yeah, I will be building a web page. It's taken a long time. I am a qualified now life coach. I trained for 2 years studying, that is, but I have trained. I've always been an uplifter since the time I can remember. I always used to listen to the spiritual teachers since I was about 5. So I've always had that in me. But again, not being able to focus on who I am because the negative people are trying to get me to focus on their ways. Not good at all. But it is very important that I speak like this for people to understand that even if someone's telling you that word, don't feel offended. Yeah? Be interested in the growing. Be interested in putting in goodness inside yourself. Putting the good habits, replacing the old and the bad with good. Yeah? Because it has to be done. And yes, it's a work in progression, but it's a work that is worth it. Believe you me, it's really, really worth it. I've been doing it for some years of my life, yes? But if it's not for being around the negative ones, I would have got a hell of a lot more further in my life, yes? I do not have the time of day for them anymore because they do not want to change. That's who I call the negative ones, the ones that don't want to change. The ones that are in denial and the ones that are deceiving people. And mind controlling them and using them like a puppet on a string so they can get their way and steering them in that direction to get them to focus on who they are, and they're just hurting everyone around them. That's all it boils down to. They need working on. Yes, like my daughter needs working on, and she is going on like I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know what I'm saying, but when I have meetings with her, she has respect for me. So I have to sit. But when I'm not doing these meetings, if I don't do these meetings for 2 days, I just started them about a month ago with her. She goes back and reverts back to how she was before. So I literally have to have meetings with her, half an hour up to 2 hours, in order to get this child to understand who I am. And it's a shame that it's had to work like this, you see, because a mother should be respected. This child should be obedient. But I was speaking to someone the other day. This is the last thing I'm going to say because this is actually a very, very long conversation. And I wanted this to be a vlog. And I'm probably going to upload this today. I will bring you to the studio. And I'll do another video because I want to show some more bits and bobs. So I'll probably start a new video tomorrow. This hairline, I'm not very happy with. But the actual wig itself is very nice. This is a synthetic wig as well. And it's not sitting. I don't know if I'm going to put some. I'm not going to put no melting glue on it yet. We needed that time, that meeting time. Like I should have done. I sort of like I call it spiritual. It was a spiritual time with my children, but I hadn't learnt enough in order for me to put in to my daughter. That's the honest truth of the situation. I needed to learn because I was never taught what I know now growing up. So now I'm a qualified life coach. I studied for 2 years and I studied by Proctor for 10. So I understand like mindset training. I understand a lot. And I'm now building a type practice, which I don't really want to let too much people into because it's not built yet, but sometimes it's good to talk about it. And I feel more confident in myself to help others. But I had to go through too much with others to get here. Yeah, it's been too much. It wasn't necessary for me to have to go through so much. So please, don't take on people that don't have no respect for you. If it's children, well, I don't really know what to say. They need to be schooled. They need information and spiritual information at that, and personal development as well. But if you don't have the information for them, you can take them to the experts, especially if they're being very disobedient to you. They need God type of training, and that's not truly
I'm going to say like churches and that, because they don't teach no children. And I've lost a lot of faith in the church as well, because they don't show no God to me. And that's to me, yeah? I'm not saying that's for everyone. I'm talking about myself. So whoever wants to take offence, I'm sorry, there's nothing much I can say about that, because people want to take things personally. What's not for me, you should respect that. I'm not saying that everybody must listen to what I'm saying. And people need to hear when people are speaking. I didn't say it's not for everyone, because when I say it's not for me, people want to attack me. But remember, I said it's not for me. I am the individual person. I should know what's for me. God should know what's for me. So God would direct me somewhere else that is for me. So listen to the people and what they're saying. Do you understand? Right? And this is where I've got to now with my daughter. When she's sitting down in the meeting and I ask her to talk to me, she ain't got nothing to say. But when I'm wandering around the house trying to get everything sorted, she's got plenty to say to me when I'm trying to be organised and orderly. And when I'm asking her to clean up after herself, this is when she wants to attack, because she doesn't want to improve herself. You see? So notice when people are attacking you, it's because they don't want to grow. You want to grow, you got to stay away from them. Because you're not going to grow if they don't want to grow. They want to stay stuck in that place. Leave them and push yourself forward. Okay? So anyway, that was a long talk. What do you think of this wig? And it's necessary. And a lot of the time I listen over my video and then I don't want to put it up. But I will be putting up this video without a doubt. I've got to just be authentically visible to you all. Whether people want to listen to this or not. It's for whoever. Yeah? Even if I help one person. Or even if it doesn't help the person. Even if it's just a conversation that's going to grow somebody into who they are. Then fantastic. And I truly do believe that it will help. Because once upon a time, I didn't believe in what I was saying. Because I had to sift through so much. So much. And I'm still sifting through my life. A lot. I had to go through a lot. Right? So this wig looks nice. So my son, I just rang my son. He's going to be here. He said half. I need to go and do these videos. So it looks all right, but I need to make it look more realistic. But when I put it on again, because I've been chatting, so I haven't really been able to do it properly. But I do like it, and I need to, I don't know, bring this out. I'm wondering if it's a camera. I should put this light on. Is that better? Because I was thinking I need more equipment. Because I was speaking to someone, and I'm going to find a way to get more equipment in. But I need to learn my equipment as well, because there's so much... oh my gosh, I forgot the word. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Filming equipment that I think that I need, and I won't know how to use it because I was getting stressed out because I had too much to do, isn't it? Let me just see if I can charge this. Is that... I need to see if I can charge this. I need this light. So that's charging, and I normally bring this speaker as well for the song, and I need to practice my song, so I need to get my phone. So I practice it on the phone. I won't have this phone soon enough, but never mind. It's a new song and I'm going to practice it now
off camera because I don't want anyone to know the song. You have to wait for this song, but it's all good. So I'm going to practice. Who's that? Where is? There it is. So I don't know. That is Bluetooth. And the thing is, when I do vlogs, like the video end up being so long.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
And people not complain, but they say it's too long, which is understandable. But it's
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
It's just the way it is right now. I will cut down the videos when I can get the professionals to help me with that one. Because I can't do everything. You know, I can only give what I feel I have to give. So let me start. Right, let me just put just a little bit of makeup on because, to be honest, I'm running behind schedule because I speak too much. As I said, this video hasn't been planned, so I didn't know what was going to come up, which sometimes it's good, you know, because a lot of the time I'm wanting my videos to be, you know, like I always say, aesthetically pleasing. Like, even though the words where they basically planned the words in order to make sure that we are inputting everything good. But sometimes it's nice to have spontaneous chats, you know, because I feel like it's needed. And for years, I've held back. I'm going to use some of this Born This Way foundation. I've held back. And I truly believe it's because I needed to learn some more. Because when it comes to communication, I'm a high communicator, always have been, but I try to use simplistic words, which I'm going to get out of this as well, because I feel like I've been helping a certain group of people that have not really been open to understanding that they need to grow. Yeah. And you cannot force growth onto anyone, but it's understanding your niche. It's very important to understand your niche. If you don't understand them, you can get messed up, yeah, and get pulled into their way of thinking because they want their way, because it's their way, you know? What's going on? So that's what I've been looking into. I'm a spiritual person, and spiritual people have been held back in so many different ways, and they are very valuable to society. And in my time, I needed them. I know everyone needs them. Everyone needs them. They're a part of life in order for us to grow. And the understanding is not going to be understood for some time. It might not even be understood in my time. I'm 49. You know, because it's been held back for reasons that are very stupid, because it's only gone and hurt the world. And I'm not saying we only need spiritual people and nobody else. No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying in order for the hand to function, the head has to function. So you can't take away that and then just have that, and then we're behind in our understanding. So you have to know yourself, get to know yourself. And sometimes it's hard to love yourself through the process. I know what challenges I've had in loving myself because I've not been allowed to understand what that is, you know. And then understanding yourself, exploring yourself. Like, I give myself this time. This is why I built this room. It used to be my daughter's room. My son moved in with his dad because he wanted to. And then I was able to build this room
which it took me some time to grow into this room, for my time to love myself. Yes. And I built digital products for me to love myself and to share that love with others. Yes. And I'm still perfecting those digital products too, because I'm still in a work in progression. I'm not the sort of person that brings something out because I need the money and it just has to come up because I have to have the money. Yes, we're all desperate for money, all of us. But that desperation will go within. So all of that I have to learn as well, getting rid of that word desperation. But I've said it because I understand that others are going through that desperation for money. So when we're desperate, we are going to be seeing that desperate. And that's a sense of lack. So I now have evolved in my digital products. I have to change the front cover of the Diva Glitz digital product, because I called it Diva Glitz Planner, because I was led to believe that I can't show love, because I thought I was going to get into trouble. But that's coming from my past self. And also I didn't think people was interested in self-love, because I wasn't allowed to understand. I didn't know about self-love growing up at all. I did not understand that 1 inch that you have to love yourself to be okay. And I truly believe a hell of a lot of people don't understand it, or they're not aware of it. Or if they've been brought up loving themselves, it's because their family loved them and they knew how to love. And they must have known something, but they didn't know how to teach it. So I'm not a teacher. I'm just an enlightening consultant, enlightener, manifester, help people manifest. And I do want to get into healing more, but I want to learn healing because I want to make sure I can help people heal. I do think I can help people heal, but I do it in a different type of way. I don't do it in a spiritual sense. I'm always trying to... I don't want to put no melting glue on this, because I want to put this on again for... What did I say I want to put it on for? I think it's... Oh yeah, I've got a modelling shot I want to do with this outfit I've got. So I want to put this again. It's so lovely. Look at it. But the cap is so small. It doesn't fit the cap. So you can't stick the cap down, so you've just got to cover it. See, look. Just got to cover it. It's not... You've got to spend some time. But I don't mind spending time with these wigs. I don't do healing in a spiritual sense, you know. And I found a spiritual person. I love spiritual, but I couldn't change my image. I think when you're spiritual, people think you're supposed to dress a certain way and look like Jesus. And I don't really want to be that type of spiritual. I'm into fashion, I'm into makeup, I'm into hair. I'm the modern type spiritual person. So people don't really take me 100% seriously because they think I'm Nicki Minaj or something. Even though I think Nicki Minaj is brilliant, but I just don't speak those words in my music, you know. So I'm very much maybe unique in my style and my approaches, and people want to try and put me in a box, but I'm not in a box because everybody wants to know what niche you're in. But I don't have a particular niche. I need to know my audience. So I work with different types of people because I've been around so many different types of people, and I've had to understand different types of minds. But I will not understand the minds, and never will, the ones that want to deplete me for no reason at all. Yeah, they need to go and sort themselves out and go and find themselves big time and leave people alone. Do you know what I mean? And go and read some books. And if those people say they don't read no books, you need to go and read some books. Yeah, because nobody should be here, or listen to audio if you have to. But I still believe in books. Books are very effective because they help the mind. Because you read the books in your mind. Yeah, audio, you can be complacent and not be hearing what they're saying. So you doesn't go within. Right. So I understand about book reading, and physical books are still very, very important. See, I'm spending my time talking while I'm doing this wig, and I'm enjoying this. Even doing this, pinning it down, is really helpful, really therapeutic. So anyway, I'm finished, and this is the look. I love it. And enough is enough. No more hurting. Not carrying this burden. Playing these games with it got. Look, I'm pushing in my belly. Look how I'm pushing it. You can do the exercise. Push it out. Playing these games with it got me hurting. And you think that's flirting. You said that you got my back, but you put me in a trap. Ain't playing this game no more. Ain't being your fool no more. So this is the merch. I will be designing some more. I designed this myself. Enough is enough. No more hurting. It's like an anthem, you know. You women that have been in these bad relationships, you got to know. I know and I understand. I've been there myself, so I know. But you got to know when to say enough is enough. You want to meet your soul partner. What my journey is to help you all meet your soul partner. I didn't meet my soul partner for many, many years. I know what you're going through, ladies. A lot of men have destroyed women's life because they don't love themselves. And no, we didn't have self-love. Like I said, I understand that. So they thought being negative was cool. But what does it form you into? You know, this is what you have to understand. And I don't want to be here judging, but I have to get you to know. No, yes, future. I've been there myself, so we'll talk back and forth. I've been there, but this is where we need to be. But I always understood here what I needed. Yes, but I never met it. So I got formed. I didn't get formed into negativity. I ended up getting sick. That's what happened to me. And I ended up losing myself, and confusion and anger got inside of me as well. Because what you're around is what you become. Do you understand? Unfortunately. I'm going to go and pack a bag. Oh yeah, I didn't show you my jeans, did I? I'm still talking about basic law of attraction. I didn't attract them, but it is law of attraction. It's bugger, yeah? Law of attraction. Law of attraction can be confusing because the title is law of attraction, so it's saying you've attracted it. You've attracted it. But and Louise Hayes would say you picked your parents before you were born. But I will say God formed me. I do not. It's not to say I don't agree with it. I do understand what she said, but you have to understand it from your own state of mind. God chose me. Yes, God chose every single one of us, and if we were formed in God, we would understand what God's had formed us into, because God knew us before we were born. Yes, so that's what I go by. So Louise Hayes will say you chose your parent before you were born, but if our parents weren't tampered with, then I probably would agree with them. Yes, but I know I wouldn't have picked my parents to be how they were. I would have picked them to be loving one another, loving their children, staying together. That's the type of parents I would have picked. So law of attraction means knowing your thoughts. Yes, it's trying to teach you knowing your thoughts and knowing what you're attracting, so you attract to yourself. Yeah. So because I didn't know my mind, because I was born into something that is not 100% my parents' fault. I say not 100% because they should have been aware of some things within themselves that, you know, it's just not looking good. So you should know, hey up, I've got to switch to more positivity here. This is why I said it's not 100% their fault, but I feel they should have been somewhat aware, because if I've become aware and I've took so much time out to seek and find, and I've known God since I was a child, I do believe every single person should be aware of something that is not working. Okay, so like I said, law of attraction will say your thoughts are attracting you to these people, but if they're in your family, you've always known them. So that's a form of attraction, that you're placing yourself around these people all of the time. So that's attraction. Okay, so I don't want people to feel 100% blamed by their situation, but we have to be accountable to it, and we have to put in the work. And my journey's been hard. It's not been easy. Yeah, to be focused, because you have to be around some type of positive people, and you have to have them in your physical reality too. A positive person. If you're positive and positive, like I have positive conversations with positive people, and it's fine. There's no conflict, there's no problems. But when you're with a negative person, then it's a problem. But if you're form positive, you can have positive conversation with positive people. But if you're not form positive, you will always have some type of conflict with somebody and think that they're not positive. So that person has to work on themselves some more to be more positive. And don't be in denial. Don't lie. Tell the truth. Yeah? If people are lying to themselves, tell the truth. Right, so it will be, that's like a maze. I'm talking in so many different places. But this is, I know and understand that it helps a lot of people get through whatever is going on within themselves. And a lot of people won't do this type of work as well. It's like CBT as well. Because when I done CBT, she had to go through so much different avenues with my mind. So I understand what I'm talking about. When I'm talking, I'm an effective communicator. So I remember I done a video once and one person said, what are you talking about? I said, I understand what I'm talking about. And eventually you will understand what I'm talking about. Because it is about 10, 20 different things that I'm talking about. I might be talking about 5 or 6 different people, but at the same time, it's going to help you steer towards something, but you don't know what it is yet because I'm the leader, you're not. Yes? So when leaders are talking, please have some respect. You want to be from B before you get away from A. I'm like that. I was like that with 19 Keys, and I said to myself when I went to his event, I said, hey, this man's my thought leader and that's it. I will never be able to reach him. And I just had to accept that. Yes, and I'm fine with that because we all need some type of leaders. Yes, so if you all think you know it all, that means you independently have to help yourself. But if somebody is helping you, have some respect. But those that don't want to be helped, you get your books, you get your knowledge. When you're among people that are great, acknowledge that and be respectful and acknowledge their gifts. Don't acknowledge something that you think is negative in that person. Yeah, because that person can do their own shadow work. They don't need you to do that for them. Yes? But if you feel like that person's attacking you, communicate effectively to get that person to understand. When you communicate effectively, everybody is growing. Nobody is being disintegrated. No one is feeling shame. Nobody is feeling less. No one is, and you get these people that try and tower over you like when they're around you because they feel inferior. They have a low self-esteem and they will not work on themselves. I do not want to be in an environment where people think they're bigger than me. I'm about unity. And if people don't want to be unified, stay away. Simple as that. Stay away. Because you're on a different path. That means you want to be the king on your chair or the queen on your chair and you want to be the only one there. No, I'm not interested in those people. And then you want to bring in your peasants. I don't want to grow peasants. I want to grow kings and queens. Yes, I want us all to be one and brilliant together and respectful to one another. So that's my niche. So I don't want no imposters on the YouTube, on my YouTube page, on my Diva Glitz page. Because I know what Diva Glitz has to form into. Eventually everybody supporting one another. Because if you're not that type of character, I don't know what I can do for you. Because I know many of them never tell the truth and they never want to change. Yeah. And a lot of these type of people have wasted my life. Humongously. Not even by a little bit. So let me go and pack this bag. And I love this wig. I really like it. This is why I brought it. But I didn't know the cap was going to be so small. But it's a really nice wig. Really, really nice. Got it from TikTok shop. And now I've got to pack this bag. And I'm going to make sure that this phone's charged. It needs charging. So I'm coming off. Yeah. I'm glad that I've had this long conversation. And I know people are not going to watch this video because they don't like the long talking. But I'm going to upload it today. And it's needed in order for people to understand where I'm at, yeah, within myself, what some certain things mean. I've really just briefly gone over some stuff. I haven't really gone into humongous depth, yeah, in why I talk the way I talk all of the time and why I'm very much into making sure that people are not around any type of negativity while they're trying to build
greatness within themselves. It's very important that you stay away, or try your best to anyway. I know how hard it can be to be around positive people, because I know what crap I've had to deal with. Or you just feel like it's just a norm and it's okay. And we can build greatness among crap, because many people have built greatness around crap. I'm not saying that they haven't. Yeah. But you can't foresee their outcomes in the future. Do you know what I mean? You can't foresee the outcomes in the future. And that means life, how long we live on this earth with imparting crap within ourselves. Yeah? And it's about the length of life. How long do most of us live? I truly believe we're supposed to live a hell of a lot longer. Yeah, if you look in the Bible, people will live into 300 and 400 years. And it's true. So I'll leave it there before anybody wants to get on. Okay. Look at this wig at the back. I think it's a little bit thin, this wig. But it would do, I suppose. It's getting nutty. So now, look at me. I'm all warmed up. I'm ready to go. And my son's going to be another 20 mil. Do you like my hat? Keeping me warm. So I've just put this scarf on and I've got my fur coat on. I didn't wear the boots because it didn't go with the jeans. I thought it would go with the jeans. I wouldn't really wear this scarf, but it's raining still. So I put the Adidas trainers on and her coat. The reason why I've got it locked down with this scarf is because it opens up. I need to buy some more fur coat. I saw this lovely one the other day, but I don't have the budget for it at the minute, so I can't buy it. But I need to buy some more fur coats because this one is just not happening. But I'm wearing this one today, and it's not a proper fur coat. I haven't done my nail. I need to do gel nails. I've got so much beauty to show you, but when I come in, I haven't planned no vlogs. So like I said, this is a rambling vlog. Going to the studio, I'm going to get some footage after. I would try and show you the footage, but it's a bit of a rush job and I've been talking. I had to spray. Let me show you what I did to this wig, because no, it's not this one. Where is the spray? It's this one. It got tangled. So when your wigs get tangled, if you brush it through and you haven't put this spray on, you will ruin your wig. Because I've got a blonde wig and I was putting my hands through, and it just frizzed up and it's ruined. So I've got to buy a new one. So I sprayed it with this because it was getting tangled, this wig, as I come off camera. And now look, my hands just go straight through. Now this one's running out. I've got another bottle, but I've got to buy another one. It's so small. We've got to continuously keep buying. This is Wig Care Hydrating Fresh Scent. And it smells nice. And it's suitable for synthetic hair. Because I get synthetic hair. I don't get the real wigs because I buy wigs a lot. So I don't see the point of buying these £300 to £150 wigs. Unless I had the money to do that, because they do last long. And then look, my hands are running through the wig. So it's worth getting this type of spray. I'm trying to see what it's made out of. I don't know what it's made out of. I can't, I'm not going to read all the instructions. I'm sure it's coconut oil. Yeah, it's got coconut oil in it. So that's the main ingredient. So it's fantastic. Get yourself some wig spray to maintain your synthetic wigs and your real hair wigs. But real hair wigs don't tangle up so much, but the synthetic ones do. So this makes sure that your fingers run right through it. And this wig looks like a new one. To me, it does anyway. You know, it's beautiful. And I've got my woolly hat on. I love these types of hats. They really suit me to keep me warm. And this is the look. I'm just waiting for the child to come, my beautiful little boy. I love my beautiful little girl. I don't think I'm criticising it. It's just, like I said, I always try to, you know, not compare them. But it's difficult when one's got one behaviour and the other one's got another one. And they both got their flaws. We've all got flaws. I've got flaws as well. But it's good to do shadow work. I would love to go through all of my different tools, but when I set up my practice, you can basically book a one-on-one with me. I do a half an hour free consultancy as well, but I've got to build the web page, and I've not wanted to build web pages. Why, I don't know, but maybe I was trying to get together all of the information because I wanted to make sure that I'm inputting the best. It has to be the best, you know. If it's not the best, it's not worth doing it. And I did overdo it because I actually ended up stressing myself out with all of the information that I put together. I didn't need to do so much work, basically. Don't overwork yourself, basically. Do not do that to yourself. So I'm looking forward to meeting my, I want to say family, but they are clients. I'm looking forward to meeting my clients now. And I will still be doing my music. Yes, that won't stop. And I've just got glue on here. And I'm looking forward to this journey more. Where's my wipe? But it hasn't been easy to find out who I am. And I'm still on that journey and knowing my power. I'm on a journey to know my power. And there's so much beautiful things to come. I wish I could give away everything, but I can't. But, you know, try and rear your children in the right direction. I know how difficult it can be, especially after what I've been through with my children. But I just didn't know what I was in. I just had no clue. I really tried as a child to form myself into who I was, who I saw I was. And like I said, I saw the singing. I saw the spiritual me, but I couldn't get to the information. And that went away when I moved in with my grandparents. A lot of me was taken away when I moved in with my grandparents. I also saw actress as well. But I know I needed spiritual training in order for me to do it all positively. But it came too late, you know. And the vision always was with me, but it got blocked. And another image was given to me. And I do want to talk about imaging as well and forming images. I learnt that from Bob Proctor. I will always say thank you big time to Bob Proctor. He will always be a leader to me, even though he's passed on. But I will always respect his work as well. Neville Goddard. There are lots of black leaders, but they have been hidden, and I do want to find them. And Billy Carson, 19 Keys, because I want to represent for all colours. There's lots of Indian leaders as well. You know, I've got to find all the names. We've got to respect those that have positively led us, you know, and respect them. And if you don't understand the information, just accept it. It's a learning curve. And we have to learn and grow, yeah. And information was hidden. And I know the reasons, but if I speak about it, those that want to deny what they've done will come with their negativity and even worse. So you have to know yourself. Build yourself. Believe in yourself and try your best. Try your best to stay good to others. And if you feel wronged by others, if you have to pull away from them, because they may not understand what you're saying to them. Or try to have a mature conversation together, you know, because a lot of people take offence and put up their defences because that's what's been taught. WAR has been taught mainly to majority of us in the last generation, the generation before. How many centuries have we been taught that? So we are conditioned to be like that. So we have to uncondition ourselves to understand what love is. You know, it's all a work in progression, isn't it? Right? So anyway, I'm just waiting for my son. I feel nice and warm. I love the look of this wig. I love this look that I've got going on. Yeah. And I just want to see it on my promo video. I will take the scarf off, obviously, but I'm still not 100% in myself because I keep getting fevers. I know I've had this on and off, but like I said, what I've gone through in life, I didn't know the healing was going to be so hard for me. And like I said, I have to be careful who I'm placing myself around, and I cannot be among too much stress either. And I have to be in a lot of peace all of the time. Like, literally, I cannot even be around people too much. If I'm in a certain environment for too long, it's like God's showing me, no, you're not meant to be here. You know, my walk with God has been beautiful, but God works differently. And I know all of the tools and all the information I've been given and what I've had to build has come strictly from God. And I'm so very happy that that has happened. But, you know, God leads me. That's number one, leading from God. I'm going to be honest, God leads me. When it comes to humans, yes, thankful that they, you know, listen to God as much as they could. And the same be with me. I listen to God as much as I could. But my number one leader, which I'm happy with, is God. Even though God doesn't see it as leading, God sees it as oneness and love and kindness. Yes, but I'm still on the path where I need to be led, because, you know, I can be swayed and mind controlled still very easily because I'm positive, and I always want to say positive to people. And I cannot say negative. So if someone's doing negative, I still have to be positive. And that's a form of manipulation. I cannot do that. It's very, very difficult for me. I got to try my best to keep people lifted. But what I'm finding when people are negative, they are growing in ways that I don't want. I want them to grow in character. I want them to have a more godly character. It's not really about me helping them gain materials. I wouldn't mind them gaining money, but use the money for good, or use money to help others. If someone's helped you make money, can you please help someone else make money? I didn't want to help you just in order for you to not help anyone else. I didn't help you in order for you to look down on somebody else and misuse somebody else. Yeah, I helped you so you could help someone else. So why people help you is so you can help another person. Why is someone going to help you if you haven't learned how to help? Learn how to help. If someone's helped you, learn how to help. That's why that person has come into your life in the first place, to teach you how to help somebody else. Yeah, many people get helped and they just turn on the people that have helped them. Why do that? That's so odd to me. So odd. You know. So this talk has been fantastic. I'm stopping talking now. I'm just going to be showing visuals now. And thanks for being here. For those that have stayed here this long. Yes, it's not easy listening. I know that as well. But it will be beneficial to you all when I've come authentically like this. And I haven't come fake where I've put everything in place for you and talking, you know, like I'm on speed, just to be impressive and to draw you into my world in a fake way. No, I will not continuously do that. I will sometimes do my aesthetic videos where it's planned in order to guide you and support you to be better within yourself, to have more that is greater for your health and your well-being, not to have more where it's going to hinder you and others, but to have more where you are going to turn yourself into something greater than what you was yesterday. Yes, and to reflect on you. Yeah. And yes, if you see too much negative, pull away and focus on something positive, because there's been days where, you know, there's been too much overthinking in my head and it just hurts me. It didn't help me. So what I go and do is put on affirmation. Sometimes your thoughts can destroy you. Yeah. So you have to try and get the tools to support you as well. You can't do everything by yourself. So I'll leave it at that. Be kind to yourself, self-love, self-care. Okay?
So we're at the studio now. So we're going to go in now and get this song done. Jaden, will you be able to video some of the studio for me on my phone, on your phone, and send it to me?
I'll do it on your phone.
You better got to use my
Oh,
phone.
yeah. Alright, cool.
And then you just need to send me the video. Oh no, I've got the phone. I know, but can you send? Oh, let's go, Jay. Jaden, this hat.
Yeah, it's the same pattern as well.
Just wait for my session, but it's cool. My hat don't want to stay on. Jaden, that's my hat, look back. Is it look back? Do you know what you need? You need to be tighter. This is a beat. Just waiting for my session, but I'm loving this beat. Just got it done last week.
I've got Halloween last time.
How long did you have it in for? 1 week?
About 2-3 weeks.
No, it wasn't because you.
And it feels so right. Yeah, tonight and so right. Yeah. Yeah, just sing tonight. Yeah.
So nice, you're on my mind. Can't wait to see your life.
How's it going?
Huh?
How's it going?
It's going well. The stars are bright, gonna get ready, so I feel so nice. I feel so nice, you're on my mind. Can't wait to see your light. You're a diamond in my eyes, feeling tantalized. You sent my dream, thank God I met this guy. He kissed me with the light. So now we're finished at the studio. Oh, it was a little bit tiring for me today because I was thinking about the song as well as doing the song, but it was also very enjoyable today. But I learned so much today. It was so nice to see everyone, and they wanted me to come back tomorrow, but you gotta have money to input in this music, you know. But it's all good. Oh, jigged a bit there, Jaden. What happened? How come there's no spaces in the middle of the night? There's no spaces in the middle of the night. We're just going to get something to eat because I haven't eaten all day long. I haven't even had breakfast today. I had a matcha and that was it. So I'm very happy to be at the studio. I'm glad I went. I'm going to go back in the next couple of weeks. We're writing, we got to do, what's that song? I don't even know the name of it. I can't even remember the song that I've done. I don't even know, I think I've named the song. The last song, it's song 7, isn't it? So this is what we need to look at, Jaden, next week, please. Because I want to get that song like completed. I've done most of it, but we just need to get the flow. I want the flow to be a bit more technical. Do you understand? Because I feel like my song's a bit plain, but maybe that's because I haven't done the back ends, isn't it? It must be that, isn't it? So I'm going to get more experimental because my producer told me to be a bit more, oh, come on, get in there a bit more, he goes. So I'm happy with today. And then we heard their music. They got a new video out and the video is fantastic. Oh, it was such a nice time, innit, Jaden? Can't hear me. Jaden. What are you doing?
It was lovely.
Did you even hear what I said?
It was lovely.
Who are you talking to? So Jaden always Jaden's, when he's with around them, he'll talk to them. But it's me, maybe because they'd probably think I don't belong in their era. I do belong in you lot's era, so you need to include me. Maybe I'm in a different zone to them. Maybe it's that, because when I speak to somebody else that I know does music, me and him flow in conversation, and there's not a time where we don't have something to talk about. So I don't know what's going on with the people here in England, but we'll see. Come on then, let's go. Going to get something to eat because I'm very hungry. He's in the car and we're going to do some videoing for some promos video, and then everyone's just praising everyone in there, saying, oh, your stuff is brilliant. I'm not even bigging myself up because I know where I want to be with my music. And everyone's saying the videos are good. I've seen your video. I've seen your video. Each of us are saying we're seeing each other. And we're like, yeah, well done, well done. It's such a beautiful, empowering, uplifting environment. And what was I talking about earlier? And this is the environment. Keep growing one another. It was only one person that wasn't really interacting with us, but you can't have it all, innit? All right, so just gonna eat and I'll see you soon. Hey people, so I had to stop for something to eat. Anyway, it's nice to be out with Jaden. We don't normally, well, let me see. Just getting, I'm going, what drink have they got? What is this? Oh, that's Red Bull. Anything, is this all they have? I'm sure they've got more than this, Jaden. What is all this? I don't know, there's too much. I'm sure they've got more drinks than this. Where's the orange juices and that? So I want the aloe vera. That one there. So that's... Pardon? Why go car now? So Jaden's going to the car again. Maybe I should take this hat off. I love this hat. I didn't think I was going to like it so much. So let me take this hat off. It's very comfortable, this hat. Very glad I brought it. And the wig looks very nice. Very surprised at this wig. And it wasn't a lot of money. I think I paid about £25 for it. Synthetic. Thanks, Jaden. Got my aloe vera drink. Very happy about that. And it looked, and the wig looks nice, Jaden. It looks real to me. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't it look real? So, it's all good. So I got my plant-based kebab
with, on the top, lots of beautiful vegetable, onions, tomatoes and cabbage, green cabbage. And we've got the chips and we've got the plant-based kebab at the bottom. So I'm going to eat this now. We come here on a regular because it's too nice. And you've got to come places that are nice, you know. Why not? Why not? Huh? Jaden's waiting for his food still, aren't you, James? Very nice, thank you. Yes, Jaden, wait. Enough is enough, no more hurting, no kindness burden. Playing these games really got me hurting. You think that's flirting, hurting, no kindness burden. Playing these games really got me hurting. You think that's flirting. You said that you had my back, but you put me in a trap. I ain't can't stop thinking about you. Wish my mind was fixed. Walking around in darkness, I'd really be trapped inside. You said that you had my back, but you put me in a trap. Ain't playing this game no more, ain't being your fool no more. Need a life of love, trust, and plenty of hugs. That's the way to love, that's the way to be. Living free, abundantly, that's the way for me. Hello everyone, it's been a fantastic day today. Went to the studio today, got my 7th song done for my album. It's a long process, but it's getting there. Got my furry hat on today, got my furry coat on today, got my ripped jeans with my Adidas creps, and just feeling good about myself today. Need to show you this top. What was it? This is the merch for the song Enough is Enough, no more hurting, not carrying this burden. Yes, enough is enough, no more hurting. This is the merch. Be good to everyone, be good to yourself. Love yourself, self-love, self-care, and check out Enough is Enough.